Yay, we're live.
Hi.
Hello, internet world. Ooh, look,
What's the-
a rare
what's the
peek of our
thing?
back deck. What thing?
The curtain.
The thing. It's
The
right
thing.
there. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, internet, to our dining room.
Yay.
This is another Bardic Tales. What are
Yes.
first and foremost? There's something that isn't beer or cider on the table.
Yes. This is I don't want to get drunk on the internet. So
Fair. It's not what I would have called it, but it's it's really good.
food in your stomach is a good idea when you're drinking.
Absolutely. What is that
So,
food, or is that a
I will get
surprise?
to that later.
Okay.
Dining room.
Dining room. Yes.
Hi, Matt. Well, what are you drinking?
Well, nothing at the moment because this wax is really difficult.
I'm pretty.
Thanks for
It's
nothing,
sparkly.
Bellwether. Gave that one away, didn't I? Well, while I fidget with this wax that is so expertly done, this is Sweater Weather by Bellwether. This was given to us by Luke and Kaylee from Mystic Mead. They had it somehow for some reason, and we were over at their place the other day. It's like, we've been forgetting to give this to you. And here it is. So,
Yay.
well, I fuss with it to try to get it open because wax. So the answer is, what are you drinking? Nothing. Not for a while. But thankfully, this bottle opener has sharp corners, so I should be able to pull a few tricks off here.
Move that.
You
Well,
know
while
me.
you're struggling with that,
It's real. The struggle is real.
I am going to be drinking Bombell with care, the apple vine.
Yep.
Right? Apple vine, pure. So I can't remember if I've had this version of their cider before. I don't think I have.
Thought you did. I thought that was
Maybe
the
I
first
did.
one you got, maybe.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I've loved everything I've had by them. They have a really nice balance of like the appliness with whatever other flavors that they're working with. I think this one is just apples. Yeah, it looks like it's just apples.
Yep.
6%. I'm very excited to dig into it.
I remember that one having a remarkably good apple flavor while still being dry and crisp. That one was something else.
Yeah.
Whether or not it was yours, that was my first introduction to that brewery.
Ooh, it was pressed almost a year ago exactly.
Really? They put the pressing date on there.
Yeah.
That's something we should do when we start distributing.
Yeah, give it 4 days, and this is 1 year since it was pressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, we're not going to give it 4 days.
No, I'm drinking it
So
right
we have
now.
something to do.
Well,
So
in a minute.
it's practically a year.
Yeah.
If we called it like leap day and leap year, I'm sure you'd get close enough. Pride
yeah.
Meridian and Carry the One and all that great jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, this wax was particularly robust, but
And
the
very pretty.
color on this thing, no, that's a pretty accurate representation, actually.
I can't see through it.
Oh, that's
Randy, know what he's doing?
That's mine. That is so nice. That is like drinking a caramel toffee. You would like this, and you're gonna have to take my word for it. All right, you can have some. That is like caramel and a little bit of toasted toffee in there. There's like no bitterness. That one is just straight candy.
That's delicious.
This thing is
There's
phenomenal.
a sharpness to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's from, but it's really nice. It balances out the toffee and caramely kind of notes. And it's got some heat. Yeah,
this thing, I mean, it is 12.5%, so very Bardic in its style, but oh my gosh, this is a real treat. Thank you, Luke and Kaylee. This is like a serious treat for me today. So, but you wouldn't be open until Tuesday. Oh, I mean, I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Elliot swung by our house. I'd be a little creeped out, but I kind of wouldn't be surprised. So
he's never been here.
He probably knows somebody. Elliot always knows somebody. I expect him to walk through that door any minute and invite himself into Bardic Tales, honestly. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to do the year-aged Sweater Weather. This is phenomenal. Yeah. I can't wait to start aging stuff. You better believe.
You are aging stuff.
No, I mean, like, really going for it. You better believe the Singularity and the old books that are going to be coming out this September, those ones, I'm putting stuff away from that just to forget about for a while.
You've still got a gold fever in the...
I do still have a gold fever in there. I've been waiting for the right occasion. I don't know what the right occasion is, but I've been waiting for it, and I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. Maybe our Leavenworth trip. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll figure that one out. So.
No, I mean cruise.
Yeah, because we can bring that. That's yep. So I'm just gonna have to wait another year, and that sucker will be ready. Oof, that's gonna be
good.
That's gonna be a thing. So
Yay!
yeah. So how is the thing that you're trying that you're not naming yet because you're being coy?
It's delicious. Just like the rest of the loaf was delicious.
Just like the rest of the loaf is delicious. Yeah. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, these things they even pour nicely.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. That's beautiful.
We just need to learn German.
Mm-hmm.
Go visit this
Mhm.
brewery. Just cause.
Cidery.
Excuse me, cidery. Just cause.
Yeah.
Because they know what they're doing. That thing is phenomenal. And wow. And check us out. We're the crazy Americans that did all this effort just so we could come over here and try your cider because it's amazing.
Let's see. They are in Brucknell, Germany. I don't know where that is,
I
but
don't know, but it's bound to be awesome.
yeah.
We could rent a sport car. Because of course we could. Oh man, if our ancestors could see us now. Yeah, I'm going to Germany. This is going to be awesome. That's called progress.
That is
called progress.
Do you know who the number one exporter of cheese in the world is?
It is Germany.
It is Germany.
Yep, God bless them because cheese.
So,
I wonder if we've ever gotten any from there.
Oh, probably.
Because we order our cheese from a place over on the East Coast, and they basically pull it off the ships when they're coming into port from around the world. And so chances are actually pretty fair. We've gotten something from that region, and that would be amazing. I love when any country, takes something and raises it to an art form. That is just, I love seeing that kind of stuff.
Like good things.
That's why I said an art form. You can raise something to a twisted form.
Okay.
But if you raise something to an art form, then it is amazing.
I'll take that.
It's maybe not understandable. Yeah, I will never understand some of the like the gross fermented tofus. I just simply won't understand those. But they are an art form all the same. So that's okay. So you don't have to understand them, but you can appreciate them.
It's art even if you don't like it.
True. Yes. Anyway, so
now that we've
been all preachy, what is new in the Bardic world this week? I have some stuff.
You should talk because I'm eating.
Okay. We are presently, we'll see if this changes. We are presently out of mug clubs finally. We sold the last one off. A great random guy that just came in. He just happened to be over at Harbor Freight. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a brewery over there. I should go there. And he came in, and inside the first 10 minutes, like, you got a mug club? Yeah. I mean, I got one that I'll take it. Big construction dudes. The last name's Ponyhead. Yeah, all right, I'll take that. That sounds good to me. And he grabbed it, and he was proud of it too. So,
well, he's like, well, my daughter rides horses, so it fits.
Yes, and that makes him more of a manly man than anything. But no, so the mug club is all sold out. I'm sorry if you were waiting, but honestly, if you were waiting, you should have seen this one coming. So that is kind of neat news.
Insider knowledge. We will have 2 spots becoming available later in the year because some dear friends have had wonderful, wonderful things happen in their lives. But it's taking them away from Spokane.
Yeah, so. It is truly wonderful things for them. We wish them farewell and all that great jazz. Sucks for us.
Yes, I'm very sad about it.
But it does mean there will be a couple of mug clubs opening up later. On this year. So yay, boo.
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Matt, you talked a lot.
Rant with him for a while. That was good. So let's see. Anything else new in the tap room? I mean, got a couple new step ladders. Nobody really cares about that. The one fits under our counter.
Oh, it does.
It does.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. We weren't sure. I mean,
our old ones that we had were kind of the rickety. You're not really sure where you got them. They just kind of showed up. It's like those strawberry candies. Nobody actually buys those. They just kind of show up.
It's
everywhere.
Old ladies.
So I'm pretty sure some old ladies just magic. They all got together, got all their strawberry candy magic together, and made this step ladder. Just kind of appeared for us. And it was not meant for going up and down, up and down, up and down every single day. So we got one that was, and it fits in the same place. So now we can get all the mugs on the top shelf mugs.
Yes. Well, and then we got one that has a third step. for those who are not as vertically blessed
gifted.
as
Yes. Yes.
us.
Insider
not.
trading. Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That
That'll
one's
do.
free.
That one's free. That'll
I'll
do.
give you some free kudos for that one too.
Yeah. That'll be good.
What'd you brew this week?
Oh gosh, this what I'm brewing this week.
Beer.
Yeah, this week I brewed another batch of Singularity, and this one is so the last batch of Singularity was brewed primarily to go into a barrel, and some of it snuck out and made it down to the tap room. Hooray for everybody, myself included.
Yay.
This batch is brewed primarily for the tap room. It won't be barrel aged at all, but it is same old Singularity, everything everybody loves. But I am so excited. I am trying the same yeast that I used in Raven Master on Singularity. On paper, they are very similar. They leave a lot of the same flavors. They contribute a lot of the same
old
things.
Yeast versus the new yeast.
Yes,
Yeah.
the old yeast versus the new yeast. They're very clean fermenting, which is to say you don't get weird fruity notes or kind of those vanilla or no, excuse me, like banana rubbing alcohol notes. They're both very clean.
I like the banana and vanilla notes.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yes.
It depends on what you're doing. But this new yeast goes wicked fast and finishes super duper clear. And so like Raven Master, for instance, used to take me a month and a half, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
These days I can knock it out in 3 weeks. It's just like fermented, clear, ready. It's like, did I screw something up? And then you test it and it's no, it's just a fast, great yeast.
This is just good.
And so I used the same yeast in Singularity. So it is an experimental batch, but all of the grains are the same. All of the hops are the same, what few there are. And the yeast is a very clean fermenting yeast, so it's not going to contribute a whole lot more than the old one did.
Did you remind it of that before it spilled beer all over?
Clean meaning flavor, clean not meaning the 6 gallons that are on the floor now. It's also a very violent yeast. It's I was not expecting that one. I was expecting a little bit of, hey, I'm excited now.
Bit of like fuzz,
and I thought we
fizzle that comes.
Yeah, I thought we had escaped it. I thought we'd gotten away with it because we were 2 days in, had a nice Krausen. That's the foam on the top of there. It's like, oh, I nailed it. This one's not going to be bad.
It's not like you filled the fermenter to the top.
No, there was plenty of room. I mean, there was plenty of room. Then I went out the next day. So much for that idea. I'll get the, well, let's be honest, the fire hose, because that's the only way I'm cleaning this one up. So, but it has calmed down. I just checked it. It's no longer actively dumping beer on the floor. So it should be better. But my brewery smells really amazing right now. The whole thing smells like Singularity, and
you're not upset about that.
I'm not upset about that in the least. So at the rate this thing has been going, I would probably guess it wouldn't be unreasonable inside 3 weeks to see Singularity. We've got a few other things in the queue, so there may just not be tap space.
Middle of April, end of April, maybe.
It's reasonable. It's perfectly reasonable.
Maybe.
So yeah.
Don't hold us to it.
Yeah. Oh, and the other exciting thing, I'm going to nerd out here. Yay. The other exciting thing about this one is I got to finally go back to the style of grain that I first perfected Singularity on. I'm so happy. I had to, over the course of time, go with an ever so slightly different grain. And most people wouldn't even notice the difference. It was a little bit lighter in color, just because practicality, prices. I mean, if it's half the price and it's 99% as good, you kind of got to do that.
Yeah. Starting a business isn't cheap. So
it's not cheap. But I had the opportunity to go back to the same grain for cheaper than I was paying for the stuff that was already cheaper. And so it's that original. So if you were around at the beginning and you got the first Singularity I've ever had, this is in that style.
Which there's a lot of you who have. So
I am so excited about this one. Is going to be my finest Singularity ever. Between the yeast and between going back to that original grain, this is going to be barring barrel aged. Barring barrel aged, which is of course the standard. This is going to be my finest one. I'm so excited. This is going to be good.
Good.
Yeah. So
Yay.
there's that. So Raven Master. So right now, what that means is I have loads of Ish, loads of Raven Master, loads of What the Dickens, and I am just now producing loads of Singularity. Super duper neat. And I'm even happy to talk about what's happening next week.
You should totally
If-
talk about. Is that the
It's the one.
the new one?
It's the one. Yeah, this is a new one, and it's one of those good cause type dealies.
Well, you're
I might
looking
have
for
to rearrange my schedule because that was actually not scheduled for another 3 weeks. But
Oh.
what should I do? Why don't I tell the story and I'll let the internet decide?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, do you have everything you need to brew it?
No.
Can you get it by Thursday?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's the important thing.
Talk for a sec.
All right, so this is related to both what we were talking about, what we're about to talk about. For those of you who don't know, we raised money for the Ukrainian Red Cross by selling the last batch of Singularity that we had. So that's a Russian Imperial Stout. We thought it very appropriate that we use a Russian Imperial Stout to kind of stand in solidarity with the Russians who are very much against what their government is doing, and use that money to support the Ukrainians who definitely need support. So we tallied up the total and we're able to give $200 to the Ukrainian Red Cross. So thank you guys for your support in that, because it's all you. So you guys are awesome.
So we will be tweeting the president of the Ukraine because he is hip enough to have Twitter. Just let him know it's not big. It's going to support, the soft drinks that they have at their next war room meeting.
The Red Cross doesn't support that.
You know what I'm saying, though. It's
the little thing that's going to combine with the other little things that people are able to give that make a big thing.
Yeah, it's the thought that literally somebody on the opposite side of the planet who owns some tiny little brewery with 1,000 square feet is thinking about you and sending you this. God bless you. Keep being rad.
Yeah.
Also, our daughter drew this cool picture for you, Mr. President.
All on her own.
On her own.
She asked me what the Ukrainian flag looked like and then did everything else on her own.
Because we're killing it as parents. That's why.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Oh, you've already got from Matt. Brew it.
Okay. I mean, there you go. So that's one vote right there. So I don't think this is going to be a competition. I think the internet has already decided. I think all of the world has decided.
The question is if you're brewing it this upcoming week or if you're waiting for other things.
This is true. So my plan had been to brew Cane Madness this Thursday, which is a much beloved beer. People
Delicious
love Cane
beer.
Madness.
Wonderful.
It's great. I mean, everybody loves it. The alternative that I just came up with, there is a brewery in the Ukraine named, and my apologies, sirs, if you ever see this. It's called Pravda Brewing. And right now, understandably, in the Ukraine, alcohol production has been shut down. Makes sense. They have more important things to focus on. That's fine. But they understand the craft brewing industry, and they understand that if we reach out to the craft brewing industry, the world will respond, and respond they have. And so what this brewery did is they released their artwork and their recipes for 4 of their major beers, with the idea being maybe breweries could just produce these on our behalf and just raise awareness. And what breweries are doing is they're not only raising awareness, they're raising a ton of money and helping out, because that's what heroes do.
Because that's what heroes do.
That's what brewers and cider makers do.
I know where it comes from, but all I can think of is Thor when he lobs the ball at the window, and he's like, because that's what jumps back up. Heroes do.
Just about. And so this particular beer is a Belgian Tripel, which is, it's already on my radar. I love Tripels.
Chanterelle Lace is a Belgian.
Chanterelle Lace is in the Belgian style for sure.
Poirot.
Poirot is also in the Belgian style, as is Miss Marple, both of which are on deck to be brewed. This would take the place of Miss Marple, which has not seen the light of day since we opened, so it wouldn't be terribly missed by the public. But so this would be Pravda's Sila. I'm so sorry. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I'm almost certain. Syla.
Sorry, you've already got Matt, Ukrainian beer. I saw that thing. Brew it. And then Kaylee, 100% do it. Thor approved.
Thor approved.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. At this point, I mean, I don't really. And I got to show you the sick visuals too, because they released their artwork. It wasn't just here's our recipe, do whatever the heck. They released like the full high quality line art. Put this on your bottles. I mean, it's going to be a little rough because it's a phone, but is that not sick?
This is the first I've seen it. That's amazing.
I mean, they've got the castles things going on, the clock towers, all kinds of
gorgeous,
sweet stuff. Oh, 8%.
Huh.
My dearest Ukraine, out of respect for you, I will honor that and
as best as you can.
Up it a little more, just, cause.
Anyway, you were talking about the flavor profile.
Yes. So this one should, by all rights, just looking at the recipe, looking at the this, that, and the other, this one should, by all rights, have those really great coriander, spicy, peppery, fruity notes. I mean, it should just be.
It sounds like everything like orange, like anything that you would put with an orange. It sounds like.
Yeah. Not orange itself.
No.
But everything you would put with an orange.
Like you could take that beer, throw it in a crock pot with some orange and pork.
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, all day long.
Yeah.
You could cook with this beer. In fact, I encourage people to do so. Cook with this beer. That would be amazing.
We might have to bring back a weekly special for that. Maybe.
I mean, just looking at the hops, the thing's going to be amazing. It's not going to be terribly bitter. It's just going to be good.
A hot presence, not a hot presence.
Exactly. It has actual coriander and actual black peppercorns in it.
Nice.
Which I will be very faithfully doing. This thing's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be very, very light in color. And it's going to have a head that just lasts all day long. You're going to pour it, and you're just going to sit there chatting with your friends, and it's just going to stay there. It's going to be the most beautiful beer on earth. So these guys gave out everything, all the stats on it.
One question.
Yeah.
You brew it Thursday. Does it need attention in the days after, or is it kind of like let it sit?
I don't really know. Because the yeast I'm going to be using for this is by the same company that makes it's Cellar Science. You asked that earlier, Matt. Cellar Science is a company that makes the yeast that I'm really hot on right now, and they also make a yeast that is perfect for this. But I've never used it.
Because we've got some things coming up early the following week that may not work if it needs attention.
It won't need attention. It will probably just need to be cleaned up.
Okay.
It will probably rip through itself and just time to pull out the hose again, clean it up. But it will
can be done. Doesn't have to be done. Like it doesn't have to, Sunday at midnight.
No.
You need to go out and do the thing.
No, not at all. This isn't like old books or Schmebby This is finish it up, let the yeast do its thing.
Okay, cool. So
release it to the public as soon as humanly possible.
So
this one we should
definitely
also
work with our personal schedule then.
Yeah, this one we should also probably. I'm tossing this out there right now, live on the internet. We should probably do some kind of donation cause from this one too.
Absolutely.
Legally, by Washington state law, we have to at least cover the cost of the beer.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I mean. What do we need money for? We need money because we have to feed our children and we have to have a roof overhead. But generally speaking, there's an entire country out there that could use help, and Bardic is nothing if not helpful.
We do our best.
Yeah. So
no, absolutely. We will.
I think
we'll run the numbers and figure out how much we can.
Yeah, this one is going to be a helpful beer, and we'll figure out just how far we can stretch that. We have found we can stretch things a little farther than numbers show, and somehow it works out. That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you, but
so
I mean that's the beer world.
So Thursday, you're brewing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Thor approved.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
If the God of Thunder says brew a Belgian Chapelle for the Ukraine, you don't say nuts to you. I think the hope was better.
Hulk was pretty good, but
The Hulk was pretty great too. But
so
also Matt said to brew it. So.
yes.
All right. So this Thursday, which means sometime before this Thursday, I'm going out and getting some new grains, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be worth it.
I can't wait. It's probably going to smell like $1 million. It's been forever.
Absolutely.
It has been forever since I brewed a really great, just straight, clean Belgian. I bet this thing's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
No.
Yay.
Anyway.
Lots in the brewing world. Not so much in the cider world. My cider has finished fermenting. Okay, so I have 2 batches. One finished fermenting a while ago. It's now sat and gotten nice and happy. So at this point, I'm giving myself the luxury of just letting it sit for a little while. So at this point, I'm going to start flavoring those. Those are going to be Health Potion and MD. The other batch has finished fermenting. I'll probably give it a little bit of time to sit and get happy, but that one's going to be Health Potion and Saber of Windu and Up is Down. I'll be pressing again the first weekend of April because we're in March. First weekend of April. And my plan is to turn some of that into Mana Potion. And I don't know from there. I kind of want to get another Wannabe My Cider. And I want to get another Cursed Castle because it's been a hot minute since that one was on and I didn't have much of it. So
you gotta do another Cursed Castle.
Yeah. That one was the Peach Fig Cider that I did. So
I think it's been pretty recent since you've done that one.
Yeah, it was this year, but January.
your skills and your technique are developing so quickly. I bet even this one will be fantastically better.
Well, I released it and I was happy with it, but even as I released it, there were the notes of like, I want to shift this and try that and do this.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic.
I also 100% meant to go get the peppers for Zuko that I've been promising for a while now. Totally forgot, but my plan is to go get them tomorrow. So
mercifully, those incorporate really quick.
Yeah.
So you could pump that one out conceivably this week if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to get everything in there, get it happy, see where it's at. But yeah. So Zuko is also on his way. I feel like I need to like do a TikTok of pouring it or something and send it to him because he's on TikTok.
Oh, yes, he would love that.
Yeah, I feel like he would.
Oh, you need to. Oh, what you do is you have the formal presentation of it. You know, this is our super spicy cider made with thus and such peppers.
It's not super spicy.
No, hear me out.
Okay.
This is our super spicy cider made with thus and such peppers and everything. And you have a pedestrian like me try it and just like lose my mind over how hot it is. And then you cut to that clip. That's rough, buddy.
Yes.
And then send that to him.
Yes. I think that might happen.
He's a chill guy. I bet he'd like that.
On TikTok, he does residual check lotteries. So apparently, I learned this via him. Actors will get these residual checks, and basically, what it is you were in an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, at 25 years ago, 30 years ago, something. It was 10 years ago, and it has since aired on whatever network or streaming service or whatever, and you were guaranteed a portion of of money for it airing. And so he'll get them and he ranks them on whether or not what he can buy for dinner that night from that check. So
I love it.
There have been checks that he's opened that he's going to Taco Bell that night and getting one thing.
Just aired one episode of Avatar on CBS once. I'm going to Taco Bell tonight.
Oh, no. Anything from Avatar.
Well,
he's get eating well that night.
You get the idea.
But these are like, he was an episode of like Touched by an Angel.
Oh, Here's your $5.
Not even. It was like $1.90 something. But then the one for Fresh Prince, he got from this one episode that he was in for just a few minutes. He was the cousin's date.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, he got like, I think it was either almost or just over $200
Jeez. For being the cousin's date on Fresh Prince.
for one episode of of a show that aired 30 years ago or whatever. Anyways, super interesting.
I wish I got $200 for somebody I dated 30 years ago once.
Fake dated
30 years ago.
Oh yes.
Kaylee, that's a really good idea. We should film the how-tos.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
In fact, no, excuse me, I forgot to mention that they did request that because they will be doing the live stream.
Who did?
Pravda Brewing. They requested that we film the whole thing and send it to them so that they could do a whole live stream about the whole mess. So,
but we should do it for the rest of our stuff too.
We should do it for the rest of our stuff
I've posted. I used to post almost every pressing, some like element of the pressing, and being so enmeshed in it, it's really easy for me, like, to, as we're pressing, be like, nobody wants to see this. They've seen it a million times.
Grabbing another stupid bucket of apples. Blah! Nobody wants to see that on TikTok.
But I keep forgetting that a lot of people are either new and they haven't seen it, or they saw it 2 years ago, but it's still interesting. And I mean, going back to the residual check lottery, like, whenever I see those come up on TikTok, I'm super excited about it. I really want to see it, even though he opens these all the time. And for him, it's just like, oh yeah, another envelope, whatever. But I appreciate seeing it. So I think it's kind of like that.
Oh, they may have already done the live stream. Nevertheless, I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I, as a brewer, would appreciate hearing somebody well representing my work, and also would appreciate them supporting my Under Siege country. I think that would be pretty nice.
If we can give them more material to do maybe another live stream or some kind of other informative something.
Yeah. Some kind of look at the good people supporting us. Always look for the good people. And
even if all it does is just make them go, oh, someone else is thinking of us.
Right.
It's worth it.
If it makes a handful of people happy.
Yep.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Never seen what? Oh, see. Oh, you have it? Okay. Next time I press, I'll do some videos of it. The press.
Apples. That's how you TikTok, right?
Something like that.
I'm sure
it doesn't
that's
have to be TikTok. I always did on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but if you wanted to TikTok, you could do something like that. Yeah. Or you could do the thing where you take the bucket of apples, you like hit it against yourself, and then splat, and it cuts, and you're just covered in apples instead, kind of like people put on clothing by doing the whole thing.
Yes.
Sure. There's a wealth of ideas on it.
Well, and now we're pressing in the hut instead of half of our garage, so it looks a little bit more professional.
It does look a little bit more professional. And come here in a month or so, it's going to look way more professional when we actually have things put away. Gasp.
Yes.
Yeah, well, sweet. Looks like I'm going to go check out YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet. All right.
So, I mean, that's the brewing world. That's the cider world.
I'm so excited for the brewing world this week.
Yeah.
It's just cool stuff by good people.
Yeah.
I've long maintained that all the world's problems could be solved over a good meal, and I'm extending that to include drinks.
Yes.
So.
Wendy.
Are you okay there, baby girl?
Maybe pause while you're chewing food.
That's fine. This is fine. So what else is new?
Matt sent it to you. Thank you.
What?
He sent you the YouTube link, I'm sure.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Matt. I have something taproom related.
Yes, please.
Coming back this week, starting Tuesday, our patio will be out again. And I'm stating that publicly now to force myself to go do it.
That's why we did it last week, and then we forgot all week.
Whoopsie.
I thought
Maybe I'll
about
go do that tonight while I go harvest snacks for us for the evening.
Harvest snacks.
Hunt and gather.
I thought about it like driving the kids to school. It's like, oh right, we gotta remember to do that. And then got to time and it's like, all right, let's go to the tap room and open up.
Oopsie, but this one for real.
Yes.
The patio will be coming back this week. We made sure all the lights are working
Yay!
out on the patio, so it's going to be a very nice ambiance.
They've been very nice this last week.
They have been very nice this last week. So.
Last winter, when we stopped turning them on every night, it was because I turned them on and about 2 turned on. So it was like, okay, so we bought the entire string at once. So all the bulbs are probably about the same age. So they all died. Okay, cool. Patio season's over. We'll just turn them off and kick that can down the road. So come spring, it's like, okay, we better fix those because we're not going to turn those on and have like 2 lights.
Welcome to our patio.
Yeah. And so Mark turned them on and all but what, 1?
Oh, no, I turned it on and there was probably a good half dozen that were off. But it wasn't the all but 2. So I thought, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
So I took the step ladder out there and I went there and I started tightening them, and every single one of them on. Okay, so temperature changes.
I think so. Yay!
Those darn kids, teenage ruffians out there loosening our light bulbs by 1/8 of an inch just to get them to turn off. The youths, the blasted youths out there lightly turning our light bulbs just to turn them off for us.
Yes,
as long as they stay off my lawn, it's okay.
Sure that's exactly what it is.
I'm sure it was.
Okay.
They probably got the step ladder from the same old ladies that we got our step ladder from.
No.
Went out
the
there so they could
ladies are nice.
Just so they could loosen light bulbs.
Okay. The charcuterie and Merc fixings.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll still have some Shropshire. We've still got quite a bit of the Havarti, which is delicious.
Oh my god! Do we have any more of that?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to make money off of it too.
Shame. Okay.
Fine. The stepladder kids. Yes.
The stepladder gang.
The stepladder. I feel like that needs to go in our good ideas.
I feel like it's the stepladder gang.
The name. I don't know why. Something. Maybe we'll make that a t-shirt. We'll just have like the clip art image of a stepladder. The stepladder gang.
I feel like that needs to be one. Or no, we could just call it top shelf mugs. I feel like that needs to be a shirt too. My mug is top shelf at Bardic Tales with a step ladder added up.
Anyway.
That could be really good.
At least none of them fell out. That's nice because
step ladder gang's not that rude.
No, the light bulbs.
Yeah. They wouldn't loosen them so much that it would fall out.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. Anyways, Havarti, we've got that. We've got the something sec.
Sauces on sec.
Sauces on sec, which is a really delicious all I can think of is salami. It's not a salami, but it's kind of similar.
It's very similar to a salami, where they use a various molds and stuff to age it and cure it properly. I might have ordered a little bit more just for you and me this time around.
This last order.
Be honest, for me, you're welcome to.
So it replaced Mark's favorite salami. So this is now his favorite. Anyways, we've got it at the tap room. It's delicious. It's very, very meaty, flavorful. The rind, not rind. It's not rind on a.
No, it's just kind of an out. It's where the casing would be.
Yeah,
if there had been a casing.
Anyway, it adds a really great flavor.
Trying desperately to find the meats and cheeses we got this week. So,
stepladder gang with a hand tightening a light bulb to get the inside shot. Yes, I love that.
We just have line art of a hand reaching for a light bulb, and the caption be "Every day I'm loosening."
No, just the stepladder gang and a hand reaching for a light bulb.
I feel like we could have so much fun with this.
I really like it. at the beginning of the year, I totally intended to have some artwork ready to make some new or to put out new shirts and sweatshirts and stuff. And we're changing up how we're going to do. We're not going to buy a big order and then hope that they sell. We're going to put a design out and say, hey, if you'd like to order it, choose your shirt color and size and design. So we could totally put that as one of the designs. And if 3 people buy it, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're paying for it.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to happen.
I'm sorely tempted to do stuff like that. I am trying desperately. I literally found it yesterday. You wouldn't think it would be
Why
that
didn't
hard
you
to
find
find.
the email?
Okay, it's called Verano. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Doesn't mean anything to anyone.
So one of the new cheeses we got is called Verano. Oh, you looked it up on their website.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to Murray Cheese. They have a club.
That's
So
tempting.
like that might need to happen. I mean, we got a wholesale license. That's kind of like a club. We just order cheese of the month, whatever the heck we want.
We're gonna get some prosciutto di Parma eventually, but they come in 16-pound chunks. But it's my favorite charcuterie. Fun fact: charcuterie actually refers to the meat, not like all of the stuff. So our charcuterie board is actually really sad because it's only got one charcuterie on it, but it's one of those things that the name has kind of been disassociated from what it actually is and now means something else.
Like sushi.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Verano. Blah, blah, blah story that nobody cares about. Basically, Verano packs a sweet kick layered with hints of toasted nuts and the herby spice of mint and thyme.
Ooh.
All in a cheese. Pretty much they just, the Vermont shepherds, they send their ewes to graze the pastures of clovers and wild herbs.
That sounds delicious.
Eat these herbs, then make milk, and I'll make cheese out of it.
That sounds absolutely delicious.
So that's the cheese we're getting, along with the other cheese we're getting, which, no, we had enough other cheese. So
we only went with
it's the Shropshire Blue, the Havarti, and this new one.
Okay.
And then for the meat, we're doing the Breciola.
Which is?
We actually had it a while ago. It comes in a lot. It's a whole muscle salami. So rather than the salami that's all ground up and everything, it's one solid muscle. The thing is just like wildly maroonish purple.
Yeah.
It's an amazing color. And it is just so succulent and rich.
Well, and as it dried, because when you cut it, if you just leave it, it will start to dry. And we pre-cut some of it. It developed a salt crust on it.
Yeah, so
really
good.
delicious.
You can just sit down with a whole platter of that and be happy all night long.
Yeah.
So the Breciola is coming back. I'm really excited about that one. I saw that one, remembered how good it was, and reordered it.
Nice.
So, yep.
So that's what's coming for the charcuterie and the Merc and the no nonsense board.
Yes.
So, in case you haven't seen our new menu, I don't know, it's been like a month that's been out. It's not very long. We have a no nonsense board, which means you don't get all of the chips and olives and dried fruit and stuff from the charcuterie board. You get the meat and cheese.
Yep.
That's it.
The stuff that you really wanted anyway.
Yes. I mean, some people really enjoy. I like having a charcuterie board that has all the stuff because I like mixing and matching a whole bunch of flavors together.
That's great.
Yeah.
You get a charcuterie board sometime, you can have that, and I'll have all the meats and cheeses.
No, the meats and cheeses have to be paired with all the little stuff on it.
I see. Then we get you the charcuterie board, and we get me the no-nonsense board.
Correct.
I feel like there are other places around town that could learn from us, but that's okay. They'll steal from us eventually. So
anyway, so I think that's the taproom news.
I think so. Yeah, it should be close enough.
Events coming up this tomorrow, Tuesday night, is trivia.
Maybe.
No, tomorrow is trivia. It's the next week that I just suddenly realized. Yeah, I gotta do some stuff. This week's trivia is going to be themed Alan Rickman, Um, all I can think of Jeff Goldblum. That's Hugh Jackman
But we
and-
should do a Jeff Goldblum trivia.
and Maggie Smith. So each one of them will have their own round. The following week, we'll announce later when I sort some things out.
So like a song and dance that's supposed to go on the following week. That's not going to
Something
happen.
like that. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Now I really want to know. Do you need a head rub or something?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. So, as far as events goes, that's coming up. Again, Boga is on hold until summer. We'll let you know as soon as we know more about that. Then April 30th is the Bourbon and Bacon event that we are going to be a part of. It is a fundraiser benefiting the Kids and Teens Closet, which provides kids and teens who are in need with coats and clothes, so that they can actually have
like live.
Basic need. So tickets for that are on sale. We'll put a link in the comments after the stream. We put a link last week too, I believe.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll put that link again as well. Ticket gets you bites and drinks of all sorts of different vendors. I should look up who's going to be in there.
That would be
they
good.
Have probably announced that. But it's all bourbon and bacon themed.
So you get like bourbon, bacon, beer, cider.
Yeah.
And it's all to support the kids in need.
Yes. Yes. All right. What about
Whoopsie. Chat broke.
Chat disconnected.
It will probably reconnect, but we won't see it on here.
Okay. What about like a little art activity hour until I like that idea.
Oh, that could be good.
I've noticed Four-Eyed Guy. Well, Four-Eyed Guys does like a weekly coloring. I think they call it coloring jam.
Coloring jam.
Where they just provide coloring pages and materials and people get their drinks and they just color. That sounds fun. Are you pulling up?
I'm pulling up the live chat because that chat's going to break because of YouTube.
Sounds fun. Okay.
Oops, volume. Yay.
Yes.
Yep.
I think that's a great idea, though.
Yeah, that we could start doing something like that pretty quick.
I mean, the pumpkin decorating was really well received.
It was. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll think on that. Is it the guy from Camp Taps does it? For our Four-Eyed Guys, is that what you're talking about, Matt?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Courtney's like a sick artist, so she'll probably just be the one to do all the coloring stuff.
Camp Taps, though, that's a cool thing. We talked to him when they were first starting up, and we weren't able to be a part of it at the time, but they converted a little camper trailer into like a mobile tap house.
That's right. Yeah. To this day, I have no idea how they pulled that off legally, but they clearly did. They clearly did.
So. Yeah, so like you can rent them for like events. So
nice.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. But yeah. I saw it in passing as I was scrolling through on Instagram one day. The brewing community did some really cool stuff.
Sounds like the brewing community to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Neat. Well, that sounds like a good plan. Not this year, sadly. Yeah, it's just been a wonky year.
Yeah. Yep.
I
think we're to random recommendations.
I've got mine.
I've got mine.
Cool. Go for it. All
right. My random recommendation is the thing that I was eating at the beginning of this so that I did not get drunk on live YouTube.
And how's that going for you?
Good.
Excellent.
Very good. So it was a slice of banana bread, Southern banana bread, but not just banana bread. They put in mini Reese's peanut butter cups in the batter. So just mixed in are these little Reese's peanut butter cups and banana
Half
bread.
a pound. Half a
Yeah.
pound of Reese's peanut butter cups in this sucker.
It's so good.
If there was a food way of saying I love you,
Yes.
that was it.
So that was delicious. I had never ever occurred to me to do something like that. But some of our regulars brought it in and was like, here's a loaf. It's like, I love you too. Yeah, so I've been slowly enjoying that. Very, very good. So add peanut butter cups to your banana bread.
And then bring us a loaf.
I mean,
Or something.
you know,
I
if
mean,
you want to,
if
like,
you need
we're
testing,
not gonna say no.
If you need testing, 'cause we'll test these things for you.
We'll be your guinea pigs.
Bardic Brewing and Testing.
Bardic Brewing guinea pigs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right. All right. So that's my random recommendation.
What? Throw that bread on the ground. There you go. Teach it who's boss. My random
No,
not like that.
No more bread. We're having dinner shortly.
Yep.
Thank you.
My random recommendation of the week is Atlas Coffee Club.
Oh yeah.
So for Christmas, Courtney, who clearly knows and loves me, bought me a coffee subscription. What does that look like? You say, well, in this case, it looks like I get 2 bags of coffee delivered every single month from around the world. I have had, let's see,
China,
coffee from China, Brazil. I am getting ready to try. I'm finishing up Brazil right now. I'm moving on to.
You had someplace in the Middle East between.
I did.
China and Brazil.
I did. Yeah.
Can't remember where was it.
At any rate, I'm moving on to Tanzania right now.
Yes.
And so these coffees all have extremely distinctive flavors. You get, like I said, in my case, I get a couple of bags a month, which is enough for most of the month. And it is just so good. It's fun having coffee from around the world, seeing these different flavor profiles, these different styles. It's just amazing. Super duper affordable too. I mean, for a coffee club, this thing was dirt cheap. And I know that because I looked it up, trying to justify something much more expensive that I was going to buy for her. It didn't pan out. That's okay. So yeah, Atlas Coffee Club. Super affordable way to get some really great coffee from around the world.
It's pretty customizable too. You can get there's various sizes that correspond to various prices for the month, and you can kind of specify like I want dark roast or light roast or I don't care, those kinds of things. And then you get it once a month, but like if you drink coffee pretty slowly, you can tell them like, oh, delay it for a week or delay it for the next month or whatever. So
or in my case, could you hustle it up a bit? So
you can really customize the orders quite a bit.
Glenn asks, do you guys have a mascot? Luke says they do. It's a step ladder.
Oh my god. Oh, I kind of want to embrace that.
I kind of want to embrace that.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know. We've got Harold and Chester on the bar.
That's true. Our knight and our drunk unicorn.
If you've ever read Bunnicula, you'll recognize the names.
Yes.
We need to get a dragon and name him Howie.
We do need to get a you're not my real life. Oh my god.
So now we need to get glasses, and they have Angela's a gorgeous, amazing logo.
Oh yeah, fantastic artwork.
Her artwork. That's the tattoo that we've got on one side, and then just a little tiny step ladder on the other.
With the caption, "You're not my real ladder." Oh my god. Oh man, I need to find one of those you know where you can print out labels to put on things. I need to find one of those, just print it out and put it on the side of the step ladder.
You're not my real ladder.
Just Just so Andrea and Brandy can see it. Nobody else can see it.
No, we'll take a Sharpie and just
Well, it's black. Oh,
with one
we'll
of the
take that
paint
white
pens
one.
then. Yeah. We should do that on the one that gets the living back because it doesn't fit under the countertop. So every time you bring it out.
Oh, that's
so
good. I love that. This is good.
People are just thinking.
It's apple.
Yes, you are right. You're absolutely right. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
That'll be good.
Uh,
I will be getting a ladder like that once I get my new mash tun.
yeah.
So I'm
Next
gonna
year's
label
mug,
that one too.
next year's mug club name. You're not my real ladder.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we need to embrace that somewhat.
Yeah. Just put a step ladder out in the middle of the floor.
Jeez. That could be one of the pictures we post some week. Is just put the step ladder out there and have somebody sitting there with a drink in their hand just yelling at the step ladder.
We're not supposed to support encourage drunkenness.
Okay, no, not drunkenness. Then so forget the drink, but just have them irately screaming at the ladder.
And somebody else with the drink just
yes, exactly. You're not my real ladder. I don't feel like that would actually promote the vibe of Bardic, but it would be such a good laugh.
It's a funny inside joke kind of thing.
It is a funny inside joke, but
an apple and two pistol lights.
This has been a good night of inside stuff.
Very good night. Yeah.
For
the approximately 19 people who watch this, I go back. Well, no, I go. Okay, so Tuesday night is his D&D night. So I bring the kids home after work and put them to bed, and then I watch YouTube and fold laundry. And I always check to see not what was posted the night before, but what the last week, kind of about how many people have watched, just to see is our viewership going? It's not. We hit about 16 to 22 people, so which is fine. It's fun to get on here and drink and BS, and the people who watch it love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and we're happy enough to do that. Yeah. We probably shouldn't encourage drunkenness or broken homes, but but we can laugh about it amongst ourselves in a healthy context, and then be mindful of who we're talking to and the rest of the time.
Exactly. Yep. Yes. I still like the stepladder gang and the
the stepladder gang is that one's
thing.
Fire. That one's happening.
That one's a thing. Yes. Last week I told Wendy that I would share with you all. We've got stuff hiding behind the curtain over here. So we have a family D&D game that I'm DMing. And because it's the very first time that I'm DMing, I don't have all the fancy stuff. So Mark made me a DM screen out of cardboard. So this is the inside of it. It's the map of the town that we're in right now. But Wendy decorated it for me. So let's see. So you can see she drew that dragon. I love it so much. So there's a map that she made. And then over here, someone's standing and looking at the moon and stars. So this is just me as a proud mom showing off to you guys. That has nothing to do with Bardic or anything else. I'm just a proud mom. Also, our campaign last night was really, really good.
I should show off my drawing of my character.
You should absolutely do that.
I will do that. It's a work in progress. It's not great, but it's okay.
Your character sheet's right over there.
So it is. Let's show off the real deal.
So we've started a campaign. Last week, Mark talked about his random recommendation of the week of Humblewood. And so we're all bird folk. So basically like humanoid birds. And Mark's character, he's our bard, and you are an aging peacock.
Yes. So I am. I am not dissimilar from Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
I think it's pronounced.
Yes.
I've seen some life. I'm getting a little up there. I'm not entirely. My character is one of those like smile for the picture.
Just kind of a little bit done.
Yes, his instruments that he carries with him at all times are.
Well, you don't care. Bob carries.
Well, I mean, I have available to me at all times are the lute, obviously.
Yes.
A banjo. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Seem. Bagpipes. A theremin, which is really fun in a world without electricity, but we've figured it out.
Well, the Malpak figured
thanks to
it out.
Geoffrey.
Yes.
And a contrabass piccolo. So
yes,
this is my. We have a little spot on our character sheets to
because our character sheets are amazing. They're coloring sheets.
They are coloring sheets. They also have a place for a picture of your character, and so I have been very, very slowly but surely, a little fuzzy. Come on, I can get that. Adding in this poor little peacock. He's just a little bit disheveled, carrying all of his instruments on his back with his rapier peeking out of his amazingly ornate cloak. Eyes a little bit caterwaul. He's just done, but also kind of happy to be part of things.
He's wonderful. Rockadoodle is wonderful.
Rockadoodle is my with no C.
Yes, no C.
Yep. Oh, I love it.
Yes, so those are extra because I guess we're extra.
It's okay, guacamole. I'm extra too.
Well,
right.
I think that's.
I feel
we
like
have taken enough of people's time, so
it's been good.
Yes.
So
we will see you guys when we see you, and we look forward to that. Thank you always for being amazing people. Be you, be weird. We love you guys.
Bye.